Hey everybody, Darren here with another episode of the the single live series or single dad live series. You know, this live, it's really outside my comfort zone. But anyway, today I wanted to talk to you about dealing with just heart pounding stress, and I want to give you 3 tips, good ways to deal with that heart pounding stress. And you know, I'm not talking about the little butterflies in your stomach. I'm talking about, you know, that full-on stress that you feel. I can tell you, you know, when I was going through the divorce process, I just felt I couldn't sleep. You know, the anxiety. I felt like my heart was racing. You know, sleep was really, really difficult, and just coping with day-to-day life was a significant challenge. So I'm hoping that, you know, through my struggles, that I'm able to give you some tips that maybe will help you feel better, alleviate some of the pain, and maybe avoid some of the mistakes that I made along the way. So my 3 tips for dealing with that, you know, that heart pounding stress. The first one is exercise. Exercise is really my savior. You know, I either came down to my home gym here, or I went to the gym, and there were days, you know, I just felt like, you know, crawling up in the fetal position and doing nothing, you know, but lay on the couch and hide. But I didn't allow myself. I just, you know, I forced myself to push. I got out, you know, either came downstairs or went to the gym. I forced myself to work out. You know, once my heart rate started getting up and I started sweating, I suddenly started to feel better. And I think the reason for that is, you know, we're dealing with caveman brains here, and we have fight or flight. You know, that's really the 2 options that our brain wants to use when it's dealing with a significant stressor. It either wants to fight it or run away. So when you're working out, I think you trick your brain. You know, it gives it that kick that it needs. You know, you get the adrenaline, the heart racing, and it either thinks you're running or you're fighting, and it's happy and it can calm down. And I just feel like after I work out, I feel calmer. A lot of the stress has kind of alleviated itself. Hey Craig, hey Carly. So anyway, I love the Facebook Live. You can see the people popping on. So exercise, really great way to deal with that heart pounding stress. My second tip is meditation. You know, I'm not talking about, you know, like the little hippies of, you know, talk about like mindful meditation. I actually, there are 2 apps that I think are wonderful. One called Headspace, and the other one is Mindful Meditation. I use them both. It's a guided meditation, so you know, it kind of lets you calm your mind down. You focus on just the voice, and you know, it kind of brings that stress level down. And a lot of times, you know, I'd like to just lay in bed before I go to sleep, and I'd put it on. And there were many times where I just fell asleep listening to the mindful meditation, which is perfect, because one of the problems, you know, that I had when dealing with, you know, all this stress is not being able to sleep. So mindful meditation, it really helps. And then the final thing is socializing. And you know, I'm not talking about dating. I'm talking about, you know, actually going out, you know, talking to people, going to meetings, being productive. There's one good site or app is meetup.com. You can find people. There's support groups for all kinds of things. There's all kinds of interests. You can find, you know, people that are going through divorce, single parents. There's all kinds of meetups on meetup.com. And one of the other things that I actually took up doing was I took some salsa dancing lessons. So just getting out and interacting with people, it helps. I can't be more thankful to my family and friends. You know, they were so supportive, and just being able to talk to people and get things off your chest, it really, really makes a big difference. So the 3 tips I have: exercise, meditate, and just talk to your friends, talk to your family, just put yourself out there. You know, again, there were days where, you know, again, I just wanted to curl up into the fetal position, and you know, I didn't want to deal with anyone. I didn't want to talk to anyone. But when you force yourself to do it, you just have to do, you know, as I say, mind over matter. You really just have to get yourself out there and make yourself do the things even if you don't want to do them. And it is so important, especially as a single parent. You know, you're the rock for your kids, and they're going through turmoil too. I mean, it's not like, you know, all of a sudden a parent's gone and they're like, oh, you know, they notice. And it's a struggle for them as well. But you have to be the strong one. You have to, you know, be there for them. And it's just really important. If you're just, you know, curled up in the fetal position in the corner, you're not going to be of much help to them. So, you know, you have to find a way to just keep moving forward. And I think with those 3 tips, that they really, really help. And, you know, I love learning. So if you have any tips, you know, that you use to cope with stress, I'd love to hear them. You can comment below, and, you know, we can interact, and I can see, you know, what kind of tips you have, and I can learn from you as well. So let me just see. Let's see. Wow, I got a lot of different people here. Anyway, that is my 3 tips for dealing with that heart-pounding stress that is just really difficult to overcome. And I will continue my Single Dad Life series. I'll do another one tomorrow. I'm going to keep these going for as long as I can. I feel like hopefully I'm helping other people. It's also beneficial to me. It makes me, you know, feel good that I'm helping someone out there. Anyway, talk to you guys soon. Have a good one. Enjoy Cinco de Mayo.